Hivyo leo, ioni ya leo, wenda kesho hiyo rada ibadilike. Matatizo ulonayo, wenda kesho hiyo rada ulivyo leo. Yo, what's up then, good people? My name is Guardian Angel, Jimalangwansa music director, and hanging out in Nderemo today. My official name is Peter Odifaxad Mwaka. I am a gospel musician, minister, music business person. I have been in this industry for a while. I have been singing for the last many years, but came into the industry 10 years ago, 10 or 12 years ago, 2009, 2010, 2011. That's when I released, I think, my first song. Did that immediately. Was it after high school, or started singing in high school actually? That is my music background, but my life, I have lived in several places, in Nairobi and of course Ushago. Born in Butere, lived there for a while. At the age of 5, got an opportunity to be a street boy for a while. Then I came back to my mother's. Then I came to Nairobi, lived with my mother for a while. At the age of 9, I went back again to the streets, now in Nairobi. Got arrested, went to cell, taken to approved school, lived there for a while, went back to my mother. Then went back to school, got someone who was willing to pay my school fees through high school. And when I cleared high school, I began to sing now as a career. My mother wasn't very sure about the talent. I mean, about music career, because at that time it was not very promising that one can be able to sustainably live just by doing music as a career. So then she was not very sure of it, and I would say probably that's why she didn't support as much. But then I kept pushing, because music is something that has been within me. It's more of a lifestyle and a passion for me than it was just something that I loved to do as a career. So then I would say I grew into music as a career later on, because then that is the only thing that I loved to do. So then it was first my passion, then a lifestyle for me, then now became my career.
Boss, papa, please stop playing when you pass. Who keep us full on the taps, not over gas. Yeah, yeah. Boss, papa, please stop playing when you pass. Who keep us full on the taps, not over gas. Usinipite, eyo Vicky, that's you. Usinipite Mwokozi, unisikie. Unapozuru wengine, naomba usinipite.
Started singing when I was young kabisa, when I was a small boy kabisa. I think at the age of that age of 9, 10, I was already singing. So it's something that I have grown doing. It's something that I've loved to do since I was a small child.
Matendo mema ninafaa kutenda, sio niyatendayo. Yale maovu nisiyofaa kutenda, ndio niyatendayo. Matendo mema ninafaa kutenda, sio niyatendayo. Yale maovu nisiyofaa kutenda, ndio niyatendayo. Have mercy on me, mercy, mercy, Daddy have mercy.
The reception of my first song, I would say was very good. It was beyond what I expected, how I expected people to receive it. That time I used to sing reggae music, so my first song that time was a reggae song. And most people, I think the reception was, how people were, didn't believe that I would be able to have that kind of a skill, to be able to bring out a reggae vibration on a song, yet I'm just a Kenyan. So then I think the reception was like a surprise to people, but it was a good song. The song is called Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. It was grace that showed my head of fear, and grace my head really. How precious that the grace appeared, the heart of us believe. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see.
The Corona period was a honeymoon period for me. When other people were going through tough times and struggling, I was okay. I was okay because musically, by the grace of God, I have been able to establish a clientele and a fan base around my, revenue platforms. That is Skiza and the digital platforms. So then during COVID, it was the time that people were able to consume more on those platforms. So that therefore enabled me to be able to make a bit more revenue on my music than even the other times. I work a lot with upcoming musicians because most of them need help. Everyone needs a hand, or a stepping stone. So I have positioned myself as a stepping stone for many people because when I needed help also someone else came through for me. So then I realized that it only makes me better when I pull other people up, because then when I bring them to the level where I am, I'm able to go a step higher. And that is one reason why I like working with upcoming musicians. I want to do something with people who I know I won't demand anything from them. They can't pay me for the songs. There's nothing they can give me for me to support them. So I feel like it's better. It gives me joy. It gives me a better feeling to work with an upcoming artist. Then, of course, it's a good feeling also to work with an established one. But then, for an upcoming artist, I feel like it's a seed I have sown, and therefore, at some point in time, I'll be able to get something off the seed that I've sown. Music is my lifestyle, and gospel is just the life that I was living, because when I started singing, I had gotten born again already. So the only option I had is to sing for God. So for me, it is a relationship that I had started with God even before I started music as a career. So then got me to a point where I want to speak to people about God, and because I don't want to be a pastor or to start a church, then through my music I can be able to tell them about my experience with God, who is a good friend of mine.
I bless the Lord for the cat and souls in the world, you know. Well, looks like Guardian Angel talking about on a phone. You're weak, let's go. But don't you worry, trusting him, cause he's a Lord of grace and mercy. Blessings and honor are all in his name, and I honor your pity away.
I get bashing, but it's just for you to be able to understand the kind of audience that you have. There are people who enjoy bashing you, but they don't mean what they say. If you meet them at an event, there will be a totally different reaction. But when it comes to online, they just feel good when they troll you. So if that is the kind of audience that you have, or that's the kind of social media audience that you have, you let them enjoy themselves. So for me, I've learned not to take anything personal, man. I know myself. I know who I am. I know where God wants me to go, or what God is doing through me. So then those things, I never take them personal. If you take those things personal, they'll kill you for no reason. Ulivyo leo, hiyo ni ya leo, wenda kesho hiyo rada. Ulivyo leo, hiyo ni ya leo. Rada, of course, one of my favorite songs right now, and my wife's favorite song. The story of Rada is quite amazing, because I did Rada and released the audio for like a whole year without doing the video. So started it with Vicky. Upon this, my producer, then I didn't get the vibe that I wanted from it. So later on, I think a few months later, I went to Teddy B to be able to even get a different vibe from it. So we recorded, and when we recorded, I uploaded it as an MP4 audio visual on my YouTube. Then we stayed for a while, for like 1 or 2 years before we did a video for it. So even when we released the video, it was a good video, caught a few people's attention, but it just stayed there until now I met my wife, and the story came out, and the whole thing, and it blew up, and now it is my second most viewed song.
polisi anifunge. Ananibeba, bembeleza, yeye ni rafiki wa dhati. Akiahidi lazima tatenda, Yesu ni mfalme wa amani. Kuwa karibu naye natamani. Yesu siyo mwizi lakini ameuiba moyo wangu. Yesu si polisi anifunge. Ananibeba, bembeleza, yeye ni rafiki wa dhati.
Yesu siyo mwizi is also a special song. When I recorded Yesu siyo mwizi and released it, there was a bit of conflict that I would not go into much. There was a bit of conflict about the song. So when I released that song, kulikuwa na a bit of bashing because of the title of the song. But later when I put it out and people listening to it, they realized kumbe hata it's not what they felt about the song. So also even that time I had a conflict also with my wife kidogo over the song because just of a few different few things, and I even wanted to delete the song from YouTube, but we then agreed, after disagreeing, and we decided to just let it stay.
Chukua usukani wa maisha yangu, wewe ngao ya menendo yangu. Kristo uniongoza. He leadeth me, oh blessed thought, oh hearts with heavenly comfort from whatever I do, wherever I be, still 'tis God's hands that leadeth me.
When I was recording Kuongozwa, I was also going through a tough time in my music career. I was already a celebrity, well known, had bigger songs before, like Nadeka and other songs, but I was broke. I was very broke. I was not even able to afford a studio session. So I went to my producer and told him, man, I can't afford a studio session. Just, help me do a song. Then we'll be able to know how I will pay for it later. So I did it as I took it as a loan. I took the song kwa deni, nilifanya kwa deni, hiyo Kuongozwa. So even when I had the video, I don't have budgets for the audio didn't have budgets for the video, so I'm just going home and I want to release it as a demo. Then met with Baraka, one of my sons that I've been able to work with, and he told me, don't waste the song, you do a video for it. So I organized to shoot a cheap video for it, affordable. Kevin Current was willing to help me through it. When I released the song, it got the biggest reactions of all my songs. We did the song in 3 days. On Friday, recorded the audio. Saturday, planned the video. Sunday, shot the video. Released it on Monday. It was an express project.
Elohim, bless my life, bless my life, oh my God. Elohim, bless me when I go to a soul. Elohim, bless my life, oh my God. Elohim, bless me when I go to a soul. My life is in your hands, I put everything into your hands.
Elohim was a very random project, by the way. Hiyo si ati kitu atati tukafikiria sana. It was a very random project. I even don't know what I was doing that day. Then just in studio trying to vibe to some of the songs that I had listened to. I had recorded. Then Elohim came, bless my hustle. And for me, it is a prayer. It is a prayer that, when I step out, Mungu abariki kazi ya mkono yangu. So it is a vibration. It's also growing. Bado ijafika kabisa pale mahali nili expect ama na expect, because it was a random project for me.
Marafiki zangu, hata adui zangu, bariki leo. Elohim, bless my life, oh, bless my life, oh my God. Elolam, bless me when I go to a soul. Elohim, bless my life, oh, bless my life, oh my God. Elolam, bless me when I go to a soul.
Fellow musicians who desire or who feel that it is that a song should become a hit song, or they should become big musicians instantly. I would say it's different for different people. Different for different people in the sense that we have different destinations, or then we have our a uniqueness in our own ways that how it's meant for me to break through in the industry is not the same as everyone. So then maybe it took me 10 years to break through, and it would take someone else maybe 3 years or less to take someone else just one song to break through and to break even. So it is different for different people. But what I know is that the foundation is very important, and it is proportional to the amount of time that you will spend in the industry.
Ulivyo leo, hiyo ni ya leo. Matatizo ulonayo, hizo shida ulonazo. Rada ibadilike, yeah. Wenda kesho hiyo rada ibadilike, wamekubandika majina wakakuitanisha na shida, anayepeana majina hawajui na watawaijua. Cha muhimu niwe kujitambua.